His biological dad, who was not in his life when he was growing up, and he'll talk to us about the hole in the heart from that. But also, last month, he was on trial, facing the possibility of a year in prison. It was for something that happened a year ago in Buffalo after a concert. The charge was assaulting a police officer. Ultimately, he was acquitted, but for the first time in public, he talked to me about what he says really happened.
She had a son, Tim, light and red lipstick. I worked so hard for that first kiss, and a heart don't forget, something like that.
McGraw says it was a concert like any other until the backstage trouble began. His fellow country singer, Kenny Chesney, rode a police horse through the tour's compound, Chesney says, with permission from an officer's grown daughter. McGraw, watching from the tour bus, his children and others playing nearby, says deputies tried to pull Chesney off the horse. It was dangerous, so he tried to help, and the melee was not his fault.
I think the angriest words were coming from the officer who I was tangled up with, or I had a hold of, and he was screaming he was going to kill me. He said, "You touch my partner, I'm going to kill you." I'm telling him to calm down. My kids are out here. He takes a nightstick out and he's hitting me. I'm asking him not to, "Don't hit me with a nightstick. Please don't hit me. My children are out here." And he hit me with a nightstick. His partner's trying to calm him down.
The assistant DA said that you were on an ego rush as you came off the stage.
I think the ego rush happens when you're on the stage. When you're off the stage, it's just gone. Yeah, I do this all the time. I've been playing music for 14 years and been on the road, and nothing like this has ever happened.
Sheriff Patrick Gallivan said that there's nothing in the law that allows a citizen, no matter how famous, to jump and assault a police officer.
Well, that's a misstatement. That didn't happen. He wasn't there, and it didn't happen.
We've been waiting for 11 months to have our day in trial. We didn't want any plea bargains. We didn't want anything. We wanted to tell our story and tell the truth. The justice system works. The people of Buffalo have been wonderful to us. We have nothing against the people of Buffalo. We'll be back. We'll play music here.
Because, you know, the prosecutors say, I mean, what are we going to do? It's Tim McGraw and Faith Hill is sitting there in the front row. Of course the jury's going to find for them.
This was a jury of a well-rounded group of people who weren't country music fans necessarily and had no point to prove with me at all.
You've done a commercial, the McGraws,
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
License and registration, please.
There you go.
Well, well, well. Looks like we've got a celebrity here.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're Tug McGraw's kid. Your dad had the best screwball I ever saw. So you're a bus driver, huh? Well, not everyone can have an arm like Tug. Officer? Holy moly. That's Tug McGraw.
Oh yeah, I wanted to do that. I thought, it was one of the few times, I didn't grow up with my dad. And there's only been a few times we've been throwing a baseball around. So the chance to do a commercial and be on the side of the road throwing a baseball around was a pretty cool deal for me. I mean, he's a great guy. And he'll never be my father in the sense of who I call my daddy is Horace Smith, the man who raised me from the time I was a year old. But there were other things that filled that hole up. I had my grandparents were incredible. My grandfather, who died recently, was like a surrogate father to me.
And you're singing, I Keep Dreaming, right? I keep dreaming this dream about my old man. I'm 10 years old, and he's holding my hand.
We're talking on the front porch, watching the sun go down, but it was just a dream.
The best thing that you can do out of any situation like that is learn from it and take something that's real and solid and that you can keep inside you that can motivate you.
I don't know why they say grown men don't cry. I don't know why they say grown men don't cry.
By the way, that song is from his new album, Set This Circus Down, and just last night, McGraw kicked off a new tour in Albuquerque, New Mexico. By the way, that jury in the case took only 2 hours to acquit Tim McGraw. He says he went through all that for one reason, to show his kids that facts do matter. Good Morning America continues in a moment.